it's still, you feel like, "Oh, how did this get like this? Why did I allow it to get so bad?" I felt, you feel stupid. There are
Yeah.
so, you don't
Yeah.
realize there are so many emotions that are
Tied
all
to it.
tied and coming at you at once that you are
Right.
just like, "Ugh." But at the end of the day, I just be like, it was God's grace.
God's grace got you through it. So, question: how long were you in the hospital recovering when you? So, how bad was the damage? Did you have to have stitches? Um,
I did. I had stitches. But once again, they were like within a couple of days, they were able to take the chest tube out.
Come on now.
They had me walking down the halls,
Yes.
and I had
Grace.
I still had like the staples in
Yes.
my back in the two areas, and I went home and I went back. I got the staples out. They were like, "So you can stay off, blah blah blah," and I was like, "No,
I got to get back to
I got
it.
to get back to it."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I went back to work, and it was like from that point on, I found a new strength.
Lord.
I found a new strength.
Thank you, Lord.
And then from then on, my focus was just to get me back,
Yeah.
get Renee back,
Yeah.
get that joy back,
Yes.
get that peace all the way back.
Yes. I
Um,
love that. Come on now.
and so it took years.
Right.
And then I had to learn, I had to forgive.
Mm. Ooh,
That was a
stay right
whole nother
there.
book.
Stay right there for just a moment. Okay, I'm gonna bring you to that forgiveness. So you guys go to court. Does he get any time?
Hmm.
Okay, so he got sentenced. I know you said he laughed in court, but when he got sentenced, did he laugh? Was he
Hmm.
angry? He still was laughing.
Yeah, it was like, it was a joke to him. Still a joke.
So he gets sentenced. That's total freedom. So is this was he your were you married? Were you guys
Mm-mm.
married? Okay. So you get he goes to jail. He gets sentenced, and then you have to get to the point of forgiveness, and you got to tell me why you felt it was so important for you to get to the point of forgiveness. But before you answer that question, can you just clarify how many times were you stabbed?
Twice.
He was just he stabbed you once
He
and
was
just
going for more, but
yes.
when my friend
You
got out, it was
yeah, and then you
he.
were like you said, you were able to release the belt.
Hmm.
He had intentions on killing you.
Yes.
That was his thing.
Hmm.
He knew he had lost
Hmm.
because you had gotten back your control.
Yeah.
You were getting back your self esteem in the midst of breaking it off for him. And so at that point he knew he had lost,
Hmm.
basically. So he was I guess he was like, I have nothing
Hmm.
left to lose.
Like, I can't control her anymore, so I'm gonna have to take her out.
When they lose that control.
Hmm.
We gonna call his name is crazy. I'm gonna put him in that category with that guy I dated. Okay, all right, but she said she forgave him, so maybe she don't want me to call him that.
Mm-mm. I called him.
Okay.
No, he in that category.
So you had to get to the point of forgiveness. I know we hear the saying that forgiveness is for you and it's not for them.
Hmm.
But how did you get to that point to where you knew you had to just forgive him? You knew you just had to.
Um, because I wasn't. I was like, no.
I
You try
know
to take
that's
me out. You try to take me from my babies. This ain't no go back, forgive, nothing.
hey,
Um,
I'm sorry, jeez.
I know, but
I can
but God.
I kind of feel all that though. But okay, Jesus.
But I was praying and asking God, how do I move forward? How
Okay.
do I get the full disconnect? And even though I don't want to hear it,
Right.
he said you have to forgive. Like, he has made us all. He didn't create us to be the
Yeah.
way he was.
Right.
So whatever spirit
That's true.
that was with
Spirit.
him,
Yeah.
um, that he couldn't fight,
Mm.
I just had to forgive because that was a spirit.
Definitely.
And it was hard. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
sit here and say
Don't say, I mean,
it was
tell
hard.
your truth. That's what it's
But
about.
I had to figure out, are you gonna stay here or do you want to move forward? And I chose to move forward. And it was just as clear as day. You have to forgive the action and forgive what he did,
Okay.
but don't forget. So there's no way, because I'm not forgetting what you did.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying, I forgive you,
Right.
but I still don't have to have a relationship with you. And sometimes people think when you forgive someone, you have to go back or you have to talk to them or something. No,
No.
like you said, forgiveness is for you, it's for
Right.
your healing.
For your healing,
And
yes.
so I had to forgive, but don't think you can ever cross a line,
Right.
with
Right.
me. Um, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And once I began to do that, and over the years began to heal, because trust me, you don't just forgive someone overnight. It took
Process.
years. Yes,
Process.
it took years. Just God just chipping away,
Yeah.
chipping away.
Yeah.
And with him chipping away,
Chipping
he
away
was
that
just,
stony heart.
yeah, he
Yeah.
was remolding me.
Yes.
It was like a rebirth.
Rebirth. Okay.
And my peace um started really coming back.
Yeah.
Um, and that was it. But once I hit that point of total, like, I'm over it.
Yes.
It happened. God delivered me from it.
Yeah.
He kept me. And it's like, you didn't lose anything. I didn't have any like nerve damage
It's a
or
blessing.
anything like that.
That's a blessing.
And so I was able to still going to work, still doing everything. And so it was just like, I am a testimony.
Oh, you're definitely a testimony. Definitely.
And it's crazy because I had so many different thoughts of, but the one thing I wanted to do was I just wanted to reach out to people.
Yes.
And I remember a friend of mine, her brother was in an abusive relationship.
And that's very rare. A man.
Yes.
Yes.
And we were at Bible study, and she had brought him after Bible study, and she was like, "I know you're not ready to tell your story, but can you give him some encouraging words?" And it was at that point that I realized, like, I can help others
Yes.
get through this,
Yes.
because I am a testimony. You know, he tried that up. He tried to take me out,
He
but
did.
God.
He did.
And I told him it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You don't deserve that. God did not
No.
create us. We are his children, and that is not what he has for us. He has so much more.
Yes.
And you have to love yourself. And if you love yourself, you will get out of it. You will get out of it, because
And
you
he will
deserve.
give you the strength.
Yes, he will give you the strength to move forward.
Yes. Wow. I am so glad that you chose to share your story with me. Y'all, when I had them surprise moments, they were surprised for real, because I don't get a prelude to the interview. I get the answers that you get when the interview is conducted. But just to see your strength and to know where you came from, the in-depth story of where you came from. And I started the story off by saying, when they say that they're going to kill you, a lot of times they don't. I didn't know I was sitting here with a person that don't have a testimony. But I'm just grateful to know, because again, you shared your story and you said that you had to forgive him, and you guys, you have children together. So do you do they have a relationship with their father? Is there any type of connection? Do they talk to him, or do you ever hear from him?
He he has like he tried a couple of times for me, but I explained to my children, and I always have told them that it's up to them,
Yeah, they
you
have a
know, what
choice.
they chose to do.
Right.
Um, and I said, you made this bed. If they choose to want to have a relationship with you, that's up to them. But they chose not to. But
Right.
it's I feel it's not because of me saying no.
Okay. You
It's
let them make their own choice. You let
hmm
them make their own choice. I'm going to ask you one more question. What made you, because I know when we were talking earlier and I spoke with your daughter, you weren't in here, but she was basically saying this is my mother's first time
hmm
sharing the story of what she had gone through. What made you decide to share with me publicly on this platform?
honestly, we were having she had a prayer session, and I had came in because I was bringing something I can't remember now, but I had told her that it had just been weighing on me, and I have always said when it's time, God will
Yeah,
let me know that it's time.
yeah, yeah.
And we were praying, and I had a dream. And, you know, sometimes the enemy will try and still come for you.
Yes.
And so I had a dream where I was coming out of, once again, a workplace. And I had a garbage bag and I was going to take something to my car,
Mhm.
and he was there. And I got in my car and he was driving around and around and around,
Mm,
just driving around.
yeah.
And then he began to shoot at my vehicle.
Wow.
And then he slammed into me on one side, and then he was going around still shooting, still shooting. And I finally like jammed the door. I hit the gas, jammed
Mhm.
him, and then I
Mhm.
got out.
Mhm.
And then people had came outside, but I couldn't see faces.
Right.
But I knew my one daughter Janae was standing there,
Mhm.
and she was standing there, and I didn't see anyone else's face but hers.
Okay.
And I got out and I went over to her and I hugged her and I was like, I'm okay. I'm okay. And I turned to look at my car and there was not one bullet hole.
Mm.
And so when I came in here, and I hadn't told her the story, but they felt the need to pray. I said, because I was thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, and it was like, it's time for you to tell your story.
Wow.
And so it's years later.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just my time. At
Yes.
59,
Yes.
telling my story.
Right. Right. And how many years ago did this happen?
Oh, gosh, I was in my late 20s.
Yeah, it's almost 30 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just telling your story publicly. Well, I am so grateful that you trusted me to share your story with me. I'm so blessed. I feel so good about it because even this platform, I know that God gave it to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I want to help someone else experience healing as a
Mm-hmm.
result of a letter too and the movement, and how because this is domestic violence month, it's a passionate spot, a tender spot for me,
Mm-hmm.
because I just see in the news media more and more, and I feel my heart breaks for a lot of the victims because a lot of them have succumbed. Thank God you didn't. A lot of them succumb at the hands of the abuser, and like she said, they have, their records. It's on record that this person has victimized and been abusive to this person for years and years and years, and sometimes, a lot of times, there are restraining orders. I got a
Mm-hmm.
restraining order on the guy that I was dating. He would not open the door so they can hand him the restraining order.
Mhm.
It's like he called me. You sent the police over here.
Mhm.
He didn't. And even in cases where they get the restraining order, these people are not. They're ignoring
Mhm.
the restraining orders. And so there's people out there that are dying at the hands of their abusers. And like you said, it's not just women, it's some men. When I went to
Yeah.
court to get that I'm sorry, the order of protection for the guy from abusing me, it was a couple of men in that line, and I was like,
Mhm. Yeah.
it's like a man, but it happens on both sides,
Mhm.
you know. And so as a result, people have lost their lives,
Yeah.
and so if there was anything that you could share with, because I don't know, did she tell you were supposed to write a letter?
No.
What? What? Like, now I got to get her daughter. Uh, I'm gonna have to get me an assistant. They're gonna have to tell my guests that they have what they have to do. But since you didn't write your letter, is there anything that you would like to share with anyone that is, if you could write a letter to a victim or
Mhm.
someone that's going through what you have gone through, is there anything that you could share or say to them today? Some sort of appeal, because I won't even say an appeal, because honestly, um, being a victim, uh, or one time a victim of abuse, you know, people look at you and they say, "So how did you let this happen to you?" That is that is not something you say to
Mm-mm.
somebody that experiencing abuse. That's just, you know, that's, I want to say it's kind of insensitive,
Mhm.
because they didn't put themselves in that situation. They don't know when they lost their power, and they honestly don't know how to get it back. But just knowing that there are people out there that are going through this and that
Mhm.
haven't found their voice, or don't have the courage or the power to get it back, what would you say to them today?
I feel what I want those individuals to know is, first of all, you don't deserve that. That is, it's not something that the plan that God had for your life. Um, I will say that just love yourself. Love yourself. And then I will say Proverbs 3 and 5 to 7. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. Put your trust in God. He will let you know.
Yes.
Don't be afraid because God got you,
Yes.
and you can get through it, and you can have peace. I have so much peace.
Mm.
I am happy. I am so grateful and humble that He had me.
Yes.
And sometimes I just be like, I just want to go and hug anybody who, and just
Yeah.
encourage
Yeah.
you to get out. You can't change someone. You can support them from a distance.
Yes.
um, but just for yourself, I just say if you have to research the signs, there now is so much out there for research
Yes.
that tell you the signs. I didn't have all of that.
Right.
I didn't have that. But there are so many things that's out there, resources. Um, there's groups. There's everything that you can talk about it.
Right.
And when you talk about it, the one thing I have learned now looking back, when you talk about it, it gives you even more strength because you're holding all of that in.
Yes.
That's not healthy either. So you need to really get your resources. Don't be ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
Because trust me, there are so many people out there that are going through it and you wouldn't know it
You wouldn't know.
because they was putting on the same look that I was putting on.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that people will look, maybe if they saw this, will look now and say, what? You know, but it's so many people out there going through that. And I just say, get out. Just get out.
Find the courage, find the strength.
Hmm.
I want to piggyback off what Miss Renee said. I want to encourage you to know that you are loved and that you are enough, because
Hmm.
they will take your power and make you think that no one else wants you. They'll make you feel like they're the only ones that do want you. You are enough and you are loved. And I'm going to say the scripture that God gave me. It was First Corinthians, I believe, chapter 13. It talks about love.
Mm.
Love is patient, kind. Love is not puffed up. It does not anger easily. So everything that that person is doing is not an act of love. God loves you more than anybody, more than your mother, more than your father, more than anybody could ever love you. There is nowhere we can go that his love cannot reach. So you are enough, and find the strength to tell somebody. Find the strength.
Amen.
Again, thank you, Mom,
You're
for
so
coming on
welcome.
the podcast of A Letter To, and for just sharing. And hopefully, just by you releasing this, you'll find ways of helping other
Hmm.
people that are experiencing this or that are going through this, and then you can share your story, because just to know that you weren't just abused, but he tried to take your life. That's like, we gotta get you a book going. We gotta do something to get your story
Hmm.
told and out there, because the shame is gone now.
Yeah.
Now it's about ministry. Now it's about helping save someone else and
Hmm.
reaching down, extending your hand and pulling them back up and bringing them from the brinks of death, the brink of being held captive, because it's a captivity thing too. It's a
Yes.
mental captivity first, and then for some, even a physical captivity. So,
Mhm.
all right. Again, thank you for joining us of another episode of A Letter To. We hope that you enjoyed the episode. Also, I'm just going to ask that you share it on your platforms, because someone needs to know about. There's all type of ways, sorry, not ways, sources, like she said, other resources that can help victims of domestic violence. There are centers that they can help you if you need a place to go. Please, please, please reach out for advocacy centers. There's somebody that will help you. And tell to your family. Tell somebody. Don't keep the secret anymore. Keeping the secret of the embarrassment or the shame, it's not helping you. It's only empowering them to have that continued control over you. Until next time, take care of you.